Alrighty, so welcome everybody. Wow, there's over 50 people in here officially. Thank you very much for everybody's support. I appreciate it. It is Sunday, October 30th, 2016, day before Halloween. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. I'm very excited for this week. Lots of things coming up in the economic calendar, as well as some very nice setups, technically speaking, in the chart. So we're going to go over the setups. I'll answer some of your guys' questions towards the end. But if you guys don't know me, my name is David Schinkel. I am the CEO of Positive Traders. We have a couple different things that we do, but I do have a free group with over 1,600 members. And if you guys want to learn more about it, you guys can go to my website, www.positivetraders.us. At the end of this, I will go ahead and go over the different services that I offer. And then that's that. But you guys, every single Sunday, I go over all the different currency pairs. We go over the future economic events coming up for the week. And then lastly, I answer you guys' questions. So without further ado, guys, let's jump right into it. First things first, you guys know I like to go over the economic calendar. So before we even jump into the charts, let's just look at the upcoming week, okay? So let's take a look. Nothing too crazy, okay, today or tomorrow. Sunday and Monday is pretty light. All right, Monday evening, it looks like Monday evening there's actually Bank of Japan. They're going to talk about their interest rates. Okay, they're currently sitting at negative interest rates, negative 0.1 interest rates for their overnight rate for their central banks, and their forecast is to keep it the same. And it looks like AUD USD, same thing as well. Okay. If you guys use Forex Factory, you guys can actually come over here and you guys can see the central bank rates over here. A little quick reference guide. If you ever don't know what like YOY, year over year, month over month, things like that means, there's a nice little legend over here. But what we're looking at, guys, is the red folders, the high impact news. These are the things that will move the markets the most. And generally we aren't looking to trade these, right? We aren't looking to trade these. We're just looking to be aware of when it's happening, and you really don't want to be in any trades or take any big positions, especially if they're at the start of the week until after this happens, right? Because this can kind of change the overall sentiment in the market, which can change the trend technically, or change the technical trend in the market. So those are two big things you want to be aware of this week. Tuesday, scattered PMI news for the pound, GDP for CAD, employment and unemployment reports for New Zealand dollar. So guys, all week long, there's lots of news towards the end of the week, especially going into Thursday. There's more central bank rates, right? So this entire week is just like central bank reports all week. And same thing there. And all of them, if you guys didn't notice, they're all forecasted to stay the same. On Friday, non-farm payrolls, guys, big thing for U.S., right? Forecasted to actually be pretty strong for the dollar. So that's going to be good sentiment looking into the technical setups that we're looking at, continuing the bullish trend on the dollar that we've been playing on this past week. But that's pretty much it as far as the economic calendar. Economic news, guys. I don't want to like go too much over this because there's so much this week. You guys can see all the red folders. I can't really go into detail on everything, but definitely go make sure you go and just look and read and kind of learn if you don't know about this stuff. Definitely don't trade it, right? Just because it's forecasted to be really good for something doesn't mean that it has to be really good, or just because it's even on the bad side too. Just because it's forecasted to be bad doesn't mean it has to be bad. Same thing with interest rates, right? Like just because it's forecasted to come out at the same doesn't mean that it's going to come out at the same. Now something like this where they've already voted on it, right? The votes are 0 to 9. This is pretty much guaranteed, but that you still don't want to, you don't guarantee, but even though if it might be a guaranteed that the central banks might not increase or decrease their interest rate, if it stays the same, there's no telling if that's going to be good, if that's going to make the markets be, good for the pound or bad for the pound, or if it's going to whipsaw. So don't trade interest rates. Definitely not. So let's go ahead. Ferdy, you are asking in the chat, is there going to be analysis on the pound dollar? Of course. Yes, I go over all the major pairs. So guys, I'm not going to harp any longer on the economic calendars. Be aware of what's happening this week. So let's go through, guys. I'm going to be going through all of these pretty quickly. Please save your questions until the end if they're about the specific pair. I'll wrap around back to them, guys. But we will start at the top and work our way down to the bottom. Okay, guys? I'm going to start every pair, guys. You guys will notice I'm starting to work on a higher time frame. I've always worked on higher time frames, guys, and looked for trade calls on lower time frames. That's just the way to trade in general. That's just the way you trade, period, right? But just learning, helping to teach people understand the trend and helping people to learn to trade for themselves. It's a lot easier to trade on the higher time frames and look for confirmation on higher time frames rather than it is to work on things like the 15-minute and the 30-minute and lower time frames and scalping. So you guys will see we're gearing towards a more higher time frame, which overall is going to yield higher pips in the long run. It's going to allow us to compound our trades, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing this week. So I'll start with each chart on the daily, zoom out so you guys can see the major levels, and then we'll kind of scale in. Gold dollar, guys, we've been, gold dollar has been short for a while. We have had a little bit of a reversal. We bottomed at around the 1250. And last week we pulled up into the 1270s. I have the fib level. You guys can see we have this swing high to swing low fibbed out. We're nearing the 50% retracement. I would overall be bullish on gold, guys, because it is bullish. However, so here's my couple different levels. If you guys, I don't know how you guys want to do it, either write them down on a notebook if you guys have them, screenshot it, do what you guys need to do. But basically, guys, I would have a buy on gold. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to buy gold. I'm honestly probably going to stay away from it until I see some more confirmation. But I would need to see a daily candle close well above 1275 to continue buying. If we see it come down and close below the 1264 right here, let me annotate this, guys, so this is easier for you guys to see. The 1264, guys, this is my invalidation level. So if price was to come down here, I would no longer be interested in buying. I would need to see a candle close up here to continue buying up into like the 1300 area. But right now, gold is it's still stuck in its range, guys. Let me drop it onto the 4 hour for you guys. I told you guys I would scale down a little bit. You guys can see what I'm talking about, right? Hopefully this gives you guys a little bit better idea on it. I talked about this last week a couple times on Periscope, right? We have like two little mini ranges going on, right? We've got this that happened, right? And then we kind of broke up into here. So we've been playing in here. And then this is kind of like the median, right? And then this is our top and this is our bottom. So you guys can see it more clearly. So, and then we're right here right now. Okay, so this is why, if we had closed the week up here, definitely would be bullish, but we didn't, right? We pulled back down and back into the range once again. So since we're still right here, it's still Sunday, let the markets kind of cool down, wait to take a trade until price is in here Monday, right? Once it decides it's either going to be going up for the week or down for the week, or it might even range. We'll decide if we want to be playing with it or not. So gold, stand aside. That's my overall bias on gold right now. Wait until it does something. Euro USD, right, guys? Overall, I'm biased to the upside, right? We're gonna get down to this. We're gonna get down to the dollar index, right? I'm still bullish on the dollar. I believe dollar is still gonna appreciate over the next little bit. So you guys saw this. If you guys are in the premium group, you guys are gonna get the exact entry that I call on this. It just says to sell up in this area. We're going to be looking for sell signals, try to get like a nice wick entry or something. But let's start on the daily. Let's zoom in a little bit, guys, for you to see. All right, we've been pretty bearish, right? Pretty overall bearish on this pair. All right, pretty bearish on this pair. We saw impulse down, impulse up, impulse down. We're gonna see an impulse up to, we have our highest high right there, and then we have a lower high. We're gonna make a lower high somewhere in this area, and then we're gonna be targeting this area towards the end of 2017. Okay, so I would look to buy around the 50% retracement level of this swing high to swing low, Okay, some institutions are going to have their swing high up here. Okay, so if we pull that, we have 150% right here, and we have another 50% right here. All right, so between like the 110.70 and the 111 area, right, the 111.10 area, that 40 pip range, right, I would be looking to sell this pair. All right, I'm going to use here though. I prefer right there. The reason why, guys, is also look at this. Okay. Oops, let me change the color. Sorry, guys. That double bottom, you guys can see it right here at the 110.70. Okay, so not only is it the 50% level, all right, from this swing high to this swing low, but we also have this bottom. Sorry, double. I think I might have said double bottom. Not a double bottom, guys. Just a strong, just an impulse bottom, right? This is just like a strong, solid bottom. No consolidation happen around here. It doesn't look like this, right? It's not all consolidated and weird looking. It's just a nice, strong V, nice pinpoint bottom. So we have a clear bottom. And so that gives us conviction with the 50% level. It might come a little bit higher. It could come higher, but who knows? You know, we're going to have our stops. Once we enter in this area, you know, we're going to have our stops up in this area with our targets low. Okay, we're going to be taking some long-term trades. These are going to be some very nice yielding pips. You know, we're talking like 300, 400, 500 pips out of these trades, you know, minimum. USD chafe, guys. And I can wrap around, guys, if there's any other pairs that you guys want me to look at. Euro USD. I'm sorry, USD chafe, similar to Euro USD, but the opposite, right? We've been pretty bullish on, you guys can see, right? We've been pretty bullish on USD chafes, and we're finally breaking higher. All right, so eventually we're going to go up higher. So look to buy in this area, okay? Stops down up in here, targets up in here. Pound dollar. Somebody asked if we want to look at the pound dollar. All right. I personally think that the pound has found a floor for just a little bit. If you guys have been in the premium group, right, since I think even before the beginning of last week, I had a sell limit for in this area, right? We were waiting for price to pull up into this area. It didn't happen. It ended up dropping a little bit. We're going to wait for that pullback. It might not go this high, right, guys? It might not go this high. It might come back up to test the 123.20, this former resistance of this flag, this area, this zone, this range that we've made. It might not go up this high, but I do believe we are going to see some sort of pullback. But overall, guys, we are going much lower. But I would wait to sell until it moves up a little bit higher. I'll answer a couple questions. They're coming in pretty hard. Louder. We're going down the list. We're going down the list. So UJ is down here. We're still going to get to it. Curry Brown, you're asking, I'm trying to use Fibonacci. What high and low will I use? It's so hard to tell you. That's a delicate answer. I don't like to tell you how to use the Fibonacci high and low, right? I just go to what makes sense. The last general high to the last general low on whatever time frame I'm looking at. I know that's confusing, but if you just watch me on my periscopes and you watch every single webinar and you keep going, and you just watch like other people that use Fibonacci too, you'll get a very clear understanding of how to draw your fibs. Brett, you said when you get a chance, will I analyze Euro AUD? Brett, unfortunately, that's not one of the pairs that I look at, so I can't look at that. Or not that I can't. I just like to focus on the setups that, we have a lot of good setups in front of us. So I just want to focus on the ones that I really know, these pairs I know like the back of my hand. Pound Jappy, guys, I would just stay away from this pair for right now. Lots of indecision on the yen this week, lots of news with the yen this week. And even though we're going to be looking at a pair on USD Jappy, it's more I would stay away from this pair because I think that the problem is the yen is really weak, but the pound is really weak, right? So it's hard to say which one is weaker than each other. Technically speaking, we're going to be looking to the downside on the pound Jappy. I would say I wouldn't wait until entry until around 132.26 for the second impulse, right? We're looking at, boom, 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 personally, right? That's what I think we're looking at. But so I don't think we're going to be – I think there's too many people looking to short this pair yet. I think it's made its strides short yet. It's time to retrace its moves a little bit and then look at selling. So guys, moving into some trades that I'm very interested in for this week. These are some of the better setups that I'm recommending. AUD USD is at the bottom of a channel, or I'm sorry, at the bottom of support right now. Okay, it's got basically a decision to make, right? It's at this support that you guys can see right here. Okay, dating all the way back from the beginning of this year, January of this year. We've got the support trend line it's sitting at. So it's either going to break it, and then we're going to see it come down to this double bottom at the 74.51 range. Okay, so that gives you a solid 120, 130 pips. Or we're going to see this daily candle in these 4 hours respect this support, all right? And then we're going to see it go higher. But we do see, if you guys, let me zoom in a little bit, not to be confusing. Sorry, guys. Let me zoom out a little bit. This zone, okay, this zone right here is some we had some support consolidation, resistance consolidation, just a whole bunch just consolidation on either side, broke through support right there. Now it's coming back up to it, right? So it needs to break through the 76.08, basically the 76 area, right? 76 psychological area before, if I was to buy this up to basically the 77 area, right? The next 100 pips, right? This range that it's in. But if it does, if we do have a daily candle close above this range, then we will look to buy up to the 77. But I wouldn't be surprised if we dropped lower. Who knows though? We're going to look, it's Sunday. We're going to, be patient, sit on the sidelines, see what's going on. But this is in an important zone. So keep your guys' eyes on this. Jimmy, I think you were talking about NZD USD. I think that we have some good setups on NZD USD, guys. I think we have a good possibility in here. We have another support trend line that this pair is coming up to. And I think personally that the green area is where we should look at, either looking to buy or look to sell. If you guys notice, right, we kind of have this. I can even pull this back a little bit further, a little bit. It's not perfect, right? But we kind of do have this little range that we've been kind of playing in. All right, we're forming this kind of double bottom-ish in this area. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it's going to pull back down a little bit lower. Oops, 4 hour. We'll see if it wants to pull back lower. But if it does break this high, then we could look to buy up into this range, right? If it breaks 72.50, we could look to buy in this range. But ideally, I think it could come down first, down into like the 71 area, prepare us to get into a buy a little bit lower. But overall, guys, with this is kind of like with gold and with AUD USD and NZD USD. I think they could all make one nice push lower, one last push lower, and then we could be looking to buy. All right. USD Jappy, big setup for this week, guys. Very interested in this pair, very interested in this setup. This is basically free money. I'm hoping we didn't already miss out on the entry. I actually had a friend tell me he thought it was going to gap lower and he was going to get in the buy down there. Personally, I think that's too aggressive for a buy, especially right when the market's open on a Sunday, but who knows, right? It's happened before where the markets never go back to an area. Gap closed on USD Jappy, slowing down. I personally think, guys, price could come back down to retest this prior. Let me show you on the daily, guys. So overall, guys, let me show you with before I just start jumping into the setup. overall, we're very bearish on USD JAPY, right? We were in this very bearish trend, right? That dates all the way back. You guys can all zoom out and you guys will see it. And then we ended up going into the smaller channel, but we eventually broke out, guys. And this has kind of been like kind of like the trade of the trade of 2016, if you will, right? It's kind of been unexpected. It's been a very good unexpected trade. It broke out, very strong break of this downtrend, and we've pretty much been in a bullish bias ever since, right? We formed this last week. Even if you guys go and watch the webinars from last week and the week before last, we've been talking about this bullish flag that's been forming. We talked about it waiting for it to, even when it was up here last week, we were talking about it waiting to come back up and test this support and then move up higher. So we're looking to get back into this trade, guys, and we're looking to actually hold this one up into this area. This is going to be a long-term trade we're looking to hold. Personally, I think it's going to come back and test this top right here. Boom. You guys can see actually where the week opened at, right? However, I still think, I don't care if it's a perfect entry like it was right here. I still think taking the entry on a Sunday is, especially Sunday when it right fresh when the market's open, is way too risky. I'll look for price to come back down into this area, 104.35, and then buy. But free money, guys. USD JAPY, when I first started this and I was about to start this, guys, and I said free money, this is what I'm talking about. This is going to be probably the big trade of the week is USD JAPY, big pair. I swear, guys, one of these weeks, you guys are going to see on the MAM, you guys are just going to see some major moves. You guys are going to just see so there's about 95K in the MAM right now. You guys are going to see just like a day, or not a day, like a week or 2 weeks where it's going to be a compilation of trades where there's just like 30K, 50K made on the MAM, and it's going to be huge. And you guys are all going to see how patience just seriously pays off, how waiting for a good setup and compounding the one setup, guys. I regret not getting into USD JAPY a little bit lower, right? But if we had gotten into USD JAPY just a little bit lower and even held it for, 100, 150 pips with 3 to 5 lots, and you're compounding, right? Opening by the end of the trade with good risk management, because you have all the other trades set to break even. You have 10 to 20 lots open on the trade, but you're still risking less than 2%, right? And you're able to really leverage the market at that point, leverage the trend at that point. That's what we're really trying to do. And we definitely missed an opportunity last week, but I'm glad Friday. I really liked seeing Friday the market pull price back down. I really like how we're coming back down to give us another opportunity to buy. I'm very much biased to the upside, guys. USD CAD, guys. If you guys are in the premium group, okay, there were a couple different setups that I had, okay? I had a couple different trades. I had this set up a couple different ways. There's a couple different ways you can draw the trend lines, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, in this week, I was kind of dabbling around, looking at a couple friends' setups, kind of comparing charts. And that's the nice thing, guys, when you have when you're a professional trader and you surround yourself with other professional traders, it's nice. You can get a good outlook. You can kind of exchange ideas. And actually, Cal and I were looking at USD CAD this weekend, and we were looking at a couple different, outlooks, right? Depending on the way, I'll just spit it out, guys. Depending on the way you guys draw your trend line, kind of like this way right here, right? It looks like USD CAD is still in the range. Right? But when you draw the trend line like this, from the top to the top, it actually shows that it's broken out of its range, right? So I know on Friday, or I think actually Saturday morning, I posted a trading view idea. Matter of fact, if you guys go and look at my ideas, you guys can see, looking at the idea of if we had a daily candle break below, a little bit lower than this candle, we would take a short, right? However, I think that we could see a breakout. Justin, my man, if you have a question, feel free, my man. Yes, it looks like you raised your hand. That we may be looking for a breakout to the top side. All right, we could see price come back down and retest and slingshot up, or price come back down. So USD CAD, I would stay away from until we have some further confirmation of whether it's going to come back and play in this range, or if it's going to break out. You guys can give me your opinions too, right? Feel free to give me your guys' opinions, right? We can talk and just like you guys can let me know what you guys think. Dollar index, huge pullback on Friday. We still have some pretty big levels of support, which is previous resistance, which we need to break before we even turn to a negative bias. This is my invalidation level, 97.35. Okay, until price breaks this level, then I'm going to be bullish still on the dollar. I still think that the buyers are still going to be very present. We have this level right here and this level to break. But if we come down and break that, then we're going to start selling the dollar. All right, but right now I'm bullish on it as long as we're still making higher highs and lower highs. I'm sorry, higher highs and higher lows. Justin, do I think USD Jappy will hit 105 again this week? I think so. I think easy. No problem. I think 106 will get hit. If you want me to be honest, easy. A lot of tension on the yen right now. So dollar index, oil's dropping, guys. Oil's playing in this range. And here's the reason why, right? Remember, USD CAD goes up if oil goes down. And oil is just bottoming out. So I know, guys, I have seen so many freaking groups last week saying to sell USD CAD. If you guys noticed in the premium group, we didn't sell USD CAD at all, right? We stayed completely away from it. There were so many people selling USD CAD, it wasn't even funny, right? People's accounts just got destroyed selling USD CAD on Friday, right? Oil is still continuing to drop. I think it still could pop down further before we look to buy. So that's why USD CADs could still go higher. USD CADs could still definitely go higher. And last thing, Euro Jappy. I think Euro Jappy is still going to rally. Last week, bullish engulfing candle. I think we'll still rally higher. I'm not in a trade, not looking to get in a trade, but since it's just on here, throw some analysis down for you guys. That's my analysis on it. Wilder asks, on Friday, those are just some news moves, right? Fake moves on gold and USD. I mean, it's a combination of everything, right? There's sentimental moves. We're just going to have to see what happens this week, Wilder. Like we said, going through the different pairs, especially like gold, we want to see what happens, right? Personally, like not over, but about half of the move from Friday was kind of retraced, brought back into this range, right? We're still playing right back in this range. So we want to wait to see what's happening. But any questions, guys? Does anybody have any questions on setups or pairs or want me to go over anything? All right, guys. Well, that being said, then I'm going to let you guys type up some questions. We aren't going to wrap it up quite yet, okay? So if you guys are watching this and you guys are brand new, let me show you guys just a little bit something. So I manage a MAM account, okay? My FX book is updating right now. That's what it shows in MetaTrader 4. So it's gonna incorporate. We did have our first loss On Friday, guys, we had a sell on Euro USD, which ended up being our first loss. So this will update shortly. Now, if you guys are looking to get your accounts managed, there is a trade copier. This is the result of our trade copier. Our drawdown is very low. Incorporating Friday's results, it's going to show 2% drawdown. Other than that, this week we're looking to make some pretty big power moves on the MAM, guys. I'd like to see this number doubled or even tripled. I really think that there's some good setups out there this week. I think I'm more than capable, and I think that now that having a loss in the MAM account, guys, honestly kind of like makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, right? It's not like like you have to have a win, right? It's makes me kind of you can kind of get a little bit more aggressive, but still staying conservative with the MAM. So I'm excited to perform that this week. If you guys are interested in doing that, I do this completely for free for you guys. As long as you're a premium member, you just have to join the premium member, which if you guys go to my website, positivetraders.us, and you guys just click on register, and then you click on premium membership, and you guys become a premium member. You guys can click get premium member. Then you get free access to the trade copier, and then you get the signals. I give out 5 to 10 signals every single week, and I also give out timed signals. This is a preview of what the signals look like, so you guys have an idea. And I also give out a time signal so for those of you guys that work and have a really busy schedule, these long-term trades that we're talking about, I give out these long-term trades during at 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern time every single day. Well, not every single day, not Fridays and not 2 day because the market's just opened. But starting tomorrow through Thursday, I give out a timed signal for everybody. Alp, we send out free signals in the Telegram group. That's where we have over 1,600 people. That's where I give out the free signals. I give out 1 to 2 per week in there. And then the paid signals are given out in Slack, and it looks just like this. And if you guys are interested also, if you guys want to see our trade record, right, or you guys want to see our record, go type in this link right here. It's bit.ly/capital P, capital T, and then all lowercase Dropbox. And you can go to our profit and loss reports, and you can see we have like all of our profit and loss reports. Louis updates them every single Friday. That's what he does now, or one of the things that he does. And you guys can go all the way back, right, all the way to June. You guys can see the different all the different weeks of trading that we've had in here, and see for yourself before you join. And this is for the trade calls. And then the MAM account, of course, is connected to a MyFX book, right? Starting this week, though, guys, not starting this week, but you guys have been seeing me gear more towards like the longer term trades, the longer term time frames, just to help everybody, everybody be profiting together and everybody just kind of profit some more. I've been having a lot of people just not able to catch all of the trades, right? So I might be making money, or 20% or 30% of the people in the group might be making money, but if 50% of you guys have work and a schedule that help that, which I completely understand that you guys can't take every single trade call because you aren't able to catch them all, then it's nice to have the time trades out there for everybody. Longer term trades. Imran asks, when you say longer term trades, do you mean end of week or longer? It just depends. So sometimes we'll open like a trade on Sunday or like late Sunday, early Monday, and close it on Friday. Sometimes we'll open it and we'll be having it open for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depends on what the markets are doing. But then, of course, guys, we're going to have nothing is changing whatsoever. We still have the normal 5 to 10 intraday trades, right? Our trades that just take usually like 4 to 12 hours, just our trades that don't take super long to fill. And then we're going to have our long-term trades that are given out at 5 to 5:30 every single day. That way everybody can be profiting together. So that's the MAM. And then the education, guys, let me log in. if you guys go to the website and you guys were to log in, you guys go log in, you guys go to your account. Very important in your back office, okay? You guys see in your account the private webinars. You guys can go see every single week. We update them literally within a couple hours, okay? You guys can even see the last one on the 26th, just a couple days ago. We have all of our different private webinars. If you guys are new and you guys are learning, right, these are great webinars for you guys just to like go soak up education. You can just be a sponge and just watch these. All of these webinars are a minimum of an hour. They give you just a ton of just good juicy info and just good insights on the market. It's like the best thing you could probably ask for. We've got that on there. We have a live view of our guys' of the track record on there. Forex survival guide. If you guys are new and you guys have just blown off reading this, like please don't, guys. This is literally like a how-to guide of how I kind of built my strategy, how I built my success. Some of it is going to be repetitive, right? Some of you guys can skim through some of it, right? But some of it, I'm sure if you guys read it, there's something you guys each and every one of you guys can take something away from it just reading it. All the important links, if you guys are asking for like the cheat sheet, the Dropbox, the YouTube, different calculators, right? We've got the different calculators. Some of you guys have been asking for like the position size calculator right here. Everything is in the back office. If you guys have the back office, even if you're a free member and you aren't ready to upgrade yet, you can still create a free member back office. Just some of these things like the private webinars, you won't be able to access until you're a paid member. But this is really all I have, guys. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the chat right now. If you guys are a free member, you guys are just tuning in and you guys have any questions about becoming a paid member, any questions about what we give out, please ask questions, right? I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. And this will be on YouTube very shortly, guys. It's since this is only about an hour long, it'll only take us a little bit to upload. Guys, premium webinar too. If you guys are in the premium group and watching this, premium webinar is going to be Wednesday. I'm going to try to make it at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll let you guys know Tuesday evening whether it'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, or 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, okay? The 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern really works well for me. It works out well for a lot of you guys, so we may do that. But it will be either way. It will be recorded for all of you guys. Let's see, anything else here? We have still, guys, and we have still not, let's see, FX Trader Forex. Can you cancel my PayPal subscription now? Yes, as long as you guys have upgraded to the new website, you can cancel your PayPal subscription. So that's the last announcement is if you guys are currently a premium member and you do not have premium access to the back office on the new website, guys, and you aren't set up with our new payment system, which is Stripe. It's just like PayPal, but just different. Please, guys, please follow the instructions that are in the premium group. We've had a couple messages about them. They're in the signals group. If you need help, message us. But please get transferred over to the new payment system. And then once you have done so, then you can cancel PayPal. If you're just starting off fresh as a premium member, just go through the website just as it is with the new payment processor. If you guys have any questions about getting switched over, transferred over, migrated over to the new website, please let Cal or myself know, and we will personally help you guys get transferred over. You will continue paying exactly what you've been paying. Nothing as far as the payments or the price is changing. Okay, guys? That's really it, guys. Have a safe week trading. Please remember to use proper leverage. Don't go crazy with the risk, guys. I know last week in the premium group was a little rough on the signals. Right before that, we had 3 killer weeks, almost 150 pip weeks, and then we have like 190 pip negative loss week. Right, so we had 3 killer weeks, and a lot of people were complaining about that we had 1 week of losses. Right, you guys have to definitely get it through your mentality and understand. And this doesn't apply. I'd say this is really 50-50. Right, 50% of you guys completely understand. So this isn't to all of you guys, just a small handful of you guys, but please understand that getting into trading is something serious, right? Even a professional trader, you're going to have losses, but 3 weeks of having straight wins, and then, or not, not straight wins, but the overall weeks being wins, 3 overall weeks of wins, and then 1 overall week of losses is a overall average of very good, guys. So please don't get clouded by 1 week. If you guys are blowing your account and losing a ton of money on 1 bad week, that means that you guys are over leveraging, right? That means that you guys are over risking too much, right? Risk 2% on each trade. That doesn't mean that you have to make 2%, guys. That's one thing that I'm going to talk about a little bit on one of the Periscopes this week on Monday. I already have it prepared for you guys. It's that just because we risk 2% doesn't mean that you have to only make 2%, right? You guys are going to see this week in particular. I promise you guys this week, you guys are going to see it on the MAM on some pair, some trade that I take. I'm going to risk 2%, less than 2%, ideally 1 to 2%. And you guys are going to see I'm going to make 5%, 10%, maybe more than that on the MAM. It's because I'm going to be compounding the trade. And every single time I open up a new position, I don't open up a new position when I'm in the negative. I open up a new position when I'm in the positive, right? And I talk about it in one of the other premium webinars, right? So you guys can go watch it if you guys are interested, right? But when you open up this, I'm just going to say briefly, so a little tidbit to the free members. When you open up but it's pretty logical, guys. When you open up your second trade, right? Let's say, right, we are going to like take a short on gold. We sell gold like right here. But no, I'm not saying to sell gold because I don't think you should. But I'm just saying like if you were to sell gold and it went into profit and then you open up another sell, you would set that first sell to break even and then set that second sell to the stop loss of the first trade. So if you really think about it, you have 2 trades running, but only 1 is at risk because the first one is set to break even. So you're at that point, you're still risking 2%, right? Because the first one is at risk free, but you have you technically have 4% like at risk, if that makes sense, or the potential to make like 4%, but you only have 2% risk. It's a kind of a hard concept, but you're able, basically at that point, you're just leveraging the market because you don't have a bunch of risk. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I talk about it more in a private webinar, but you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about this week. I'm going to be telling you guys in the premium group every time I open a trade on the MAM, what my stop loss is on it, what my entry is on it. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. But I appreciate you guys. Any questions before I go? I'll wait just about 2 minutes and answer any last questions if you guys have any. Also, guys, don't forget to sit while anybody's typing their last questions. If you're a premium member and you want to upgrade to the premium group, remember the way you do it, or you're a premium member and you want to have the premium back office, remember, you go and make a free account on the website first, then email support, right? support@positivetraders.us. Let them know that you want to upgrade to the premium group and put in your PayPal email as well as your PayPal date. The person in here that's asking, how do I cancel PayPal? If you go into the signals group in Slack and you go up just a couple messages, Cal posted a link that gives you instructions on how to get switched over. And in those instructions is detailed instructions on how to actually cancel your PayPal. It tells you exactly how to cancel it. It gives you like the steps and what to click on. But it doesn't look like we have any other questions, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for showing up. There was almost 60 people in here this week. Super awesome. I thank you guys for the support. And yes, and that's another thing. Eric, thank you for putting that in there. You cannot cancel recurring payments through PayPal through the app or on your phone. You have to do it on the desktop. You might be able to call in. And Hector, you said you missed the webinar. Did you go over the swing trades? Yes, Hector, I went over all of them. So they will be all in the replay. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. This will be on YouTube within about an hour or so. I'll catch you guys on Slack and Telegram this week, and have a great rest of your week, guys.